There's absolutely nothing social about social media anymore. In the beginning, when social media was created, it was supposed to be a way for people who know each other to connect with each other on a platform that doesn't necessarily warrant them to be physically in the same space. It was supposed to make interacting and chatting and connecting with people that you've known or would like to know in a space that wasn't restricted to physically seeing them. And right now we're seeing an era of social media where parasocial relationships are on the increase because social media has made everything so accessible in your palm, and everybody knows everybody, all because we're on the same platforms and all because we're on social media. And it makes it very hard for people who don't actually know you to know that they don't know you. And it makes it very easy for people to make a stout statement about a person that they have no idea about. They don't know who you are. They don't know where you're from. They don't know what you stand for. They have no clue who you are. And they would act as if they do, which is a very big danger when it comes to social media. It's made many women and men victims of stalking, victims of harassment, victims of cyberbullying, victims of false allegations, and people feeling comfortable lying against people they cannot chat to in person if given the opportunity to properly. It makes it very easy for people to lie against people that they have never met. It makes it very easy for people to cancel and uncancel people who probably didn't deserve it in the first place. And as a creator, rather somebody who is on the path to becoming a proper, full-fledged, well-recognized creator, sometimes I'm a bit fearful because I'm thinking, if I get to the heights of success that I could possibly be with social media, probably pros of brand deals and reputations and collaborations with people that I could really dream about, what then are the downsides? Definitely, or rather, I'm definitely going to see situations where people feel like because they see me online, they know me, and therefore they're in a very good position to say things about me that are not true, or feel like I owe them something just because they see me online. And that's, I think, the key thing that makes social media not social anymore. Entitlement. Just because you're following someone, just because you're subscribed to someone, doesn't necessarily make you entitled to that person, to their personality. It doesn't make you entitled to access. Because at the end of the day, that's what social media is giving. Access on a platform that, again, is not physical. Some of these relationships and connections and communities that we build on social media can, become physical. And some of the physical relationships that we build in person can be brought to social media and can even continue further. But at the end of the day, in a very heavy creator-led economy that we're having today as regards social media, it makes it very hard for followers to remember that at the end of the day they are just that, followers. Not all the time will you be the person that's in control of the situation as regards your favorite creator. I watched this video of a streamer who was about to do some bizarre shit for his followers, I think on Twitch or something, and the challenge was to eat an obscene amount of a certain type of food. And right as he was about to start, he looked at himself and said, wait, I don't have to do this. I'm doing this or attempting this because you guys said so. But really, I don't have to. I didn't force you to follow me. I didn't force you to subscribe. Nobody is holding a gun to your head to follow your favorite celebrities or your favorite people. And yes, they are the people that they are today because of the connections that they have happens because of the numbers of people who deem them worthy of following or hate them enough to be obsessed in a negative way and to keep track of their every move, every action and emotion. But at the end of the day, when you turn off your phone, they don't exist anymore. When your favorite creators go to bed and switch off their phones or mute their notifications, you cease to exist. Every level of interaction that's built online to a certain degree is very fickle, very surface level. And that's because everybody wants to be a creator, everybody wants to be liked, everybody wants to be an influencer. So we end up pretending or showing parts of ourselves that are not authentic. We end up showing parts of ourselves that are not real, or rather real, but definitely under or over exaggerated. Never the right amount of exaggeration, not real. And I know that we usually want to present ourselves in a certain way, which is why I'm wearing a very old torn top in this video right now. But being authentic in today's day and age is now seen as fake because it feels overdone and overplayed, and being inauthentic is now seen as real. It also doesn't help that AI is taking over everything, and it's very hard to now decipher what's real and what's not when it comes to social media and content. Is this creator real? Are his followers real? Are his followers real? Is this content real? Was it made for me? Was it made for views? Was it made because that's what they want to do? Then you see people come on social media and start to create bold stories just so that they're able to get enough views and enough pushes on the algorithm and follow pages and everything. Social media isn't social anymore because the people that are supposed to make it social, you and I, are not using it for the purpose in which it was made for. It's supposed to be an avenue for us to express ourselves to a wider range of people and connect with people who like what we like and who we like enough to have stable relationships with. Now it's just a free for all. People lie and conjure up stuff just to have enough views. And it also doesn't help that Melon Husk has done what he has done with the Bird app and has changed the entire algorithm to the point that it only serves people who are lying, conjuring up stuff, or are over exaggerated. Social media right now thrives on a lot of over exaggeration, which is something that a lot of people do not want to do. I talk like this rarely. The reason why I'm talking like this right now is because I try to present myself as somebody who is smarter on social media, and when I want to portray myself as smarter, I always goes But in actual fact, this is how I actually talk from day to day. And anytime I go somewhere and I want to talk to somebody and I say something like, oh, please, can I get a glass of water? Or, oh, please, I like my bottle of water. Sometimes they will make me go, oh, please, can I get my water? It annoys me and really, really, really irritates me. And I don't want that to happen on social media. Definitely not YouTube. So I pretend. And I bring my voice down. So I sound slower than I actually talk. And lower than I actually talk. So I can be respected. So that on social media, I look a certain way, I act a certain way, I am a certain way, and I definitely am not. What then can we possibly do to change the way social media is? Absolutely nothing, because we nobody wants it to change. The people that are benefiting from it, high up there influencers who are making millions every year, and the creators of these apps who are benefiting from the lives will definitely not want to do anything to change current status quo because they are financially gaining from it. All I can do as a content creator, of course, is to try to show up as a very authentic version of myself, or at least try to portray the person that I'd like to be in a way that is not over-exaggerated so much so that it looks comical. It's not wise or safe to treat social media as a place to build anything sustainable right now, because everybody's lying. That's not that guy's body, that's not that girl's body. They don't make that much, they don't live in that house, they don't live in that car. And so social media has now become parasocial media, where people are lying to get followers, and followers are telling the people they follow what to do. Oh, you should do this next time. Oh, you should try this next time. There are situations where they ask for your opinion. Fair, granted, please give your opinion. But again, at the end of the day, that's just what it is. An opinion that doesn't necessarily have to be followed. When they're not followed, they then get pissed off and then start acting in a certain way that's utterly disgusting. And I see it a lot in Jackie Aina's content. That woman is a formidable woman who has been in this industry for a very, 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 very long time. Especially on a platform like YouTube, where she had to break the odds as a black woman in the skincare and makeup industry at a time where the industry wasn't making stuff for black women and other women of color. Until this day, you will see people trifling in her comments, trying to control her or mold her into the type of creator that they expect her to be, just because they're giving her views, just because they're following her. And I like her so much, even though I'm personally not following her, but I see some of her content sometimes. Of course, I check the comment section and I see her fighting back and standing her ground on certain matters, and I love that about her. I love that as a creator, she has not tried to mold herself into the opinions of other people online just because you're following her. Because if you do that, you're going to end up like Play-Doh that has been handled by 1,000 children all over the world, mashed up together. You're going to look grotesque and disgusting. And at the end of the day, you're going to lose yourself. Social media is not a place for you to lose yourself. Social media is a place for you to be yourself and reach people that like you enough as yourself and build a good community from that. And I respect Jackie Aina so much that she has not let people into her life too much for them to feel the need to make any comments about any decision that she makes for herself. Because as I said before, if I turn off my phone, you don't exist anymore. When I turn it back on, I can block you, I can mute you. I don't know you, and you definitely don't know me. She doesn't know them, and they definitely don't know Jackie Aina. And again, the person that she's being online could be different from who she is in person. She may have had to have tough skin online when dealing with entitled users online, just so that she doesn't get cowed or something. And in person, she's probably very sweet and nice and gentle, and not as, for lack of a better word, abrasive, rightfully so, because people can be nasty, but as abrasive as she is in her comment section when responding to rubbish comments. And I don't even think she's that abrasive. I definitely don't think so. I think that when it comes to social media, if you don't tell people the truth or you let shit go on for too long, they become used to it. And when you try to change the way things have been, then you're the bad creator, you're the bad person who doesn't respect the people that follow her or whatnot. And she's one of the creators that I respect the most when it comes to standing your ground and not letting people walk all over you just because they're watching your content. Social media has lost the social and has now just become parasocial media. Platforms where people lie and over-exaggerate and present a fake, untreated, over-engineered version of themselves that makes them attract people who want that version, and then you see them crash out later because they're not able to connect with the audience the way that they would have liked. The reason why you're not connecting with your audience is because you're not real. And people today want fake stuff. Let them go to the people that give them fake stuff. I want to be a creator that is true to my craft. I want to be a creator that does good work. I want to be a creator that people look at when they say everybody's zigging, she's zagging. Everybody's zigzagging, she's zip-zapping. And she's doing what makes her true to herself. Of course, social media is a place for me too. I shouldn't come here in dirty clothes or with dirty, unkept appearances or a snot coming from my face. The person that I am in real life is somebody who tries her best to be prim and proper wherever she goes out today, and to present herself in a certain way that makes people say, oh, I like that, I'd like to be like that. I think I owe it to my followers and other people who would engage with my content to do the same. So yeah, this is another, I don't know whether it's called episode of Anita Comes Unstuck, following my journey becoming an unstuck content creator. Follow, subscribe, like, share your